same deal with this section. You may need to fill in possibly a number here or there or exponent if or index if they are too small. The indexes here in this case are the little numbers here are the threes for the cube roots are on 7, 11, and 12. 7, 11, open 24. Anyhow, going into these ones, I say we just go through these real quick. It'd be ideal if we have a calculator when we're dealing with these or trying to solve these. In most cases, the calculator can help significantly. So let's just jump into reviewing these ones. And then for the next section, I will give you about 5 minutes to try and tackle those independently before we review them. But for the sake of time, let's run through these ones together. So for number 7, we're looking for what is the cube root of 216. So what would I multiply by itself 3 times to get 216? The answer is 6. As 6 times 6 times 6, ooh, that's kind of scary, is 216. All right, so my answer there would just be 6. Let's go on to our next one. Now we got the square root. The square root of 225 is going to be, and I would only probably know up to my like 12s, 13s. This one's actually going to be 15. 15 times 15, that equals 225, leaving the answer there to just be 15. And we got to get a cube root of 27. This one I'd know is 3, as 3 times 3 is 9, then 9 times 3 is 27. Man, messed that up. Oh, well, that worked out okay. So again, the answer for this one is just 3. Let's go ahead, 169. So what would I multiply times itself to get 169? The answer there is 13, as 13 times 13 is 169. And you don't need to have all these memorized. It's nice if you do. It helps out. But as long as you're familiar with using a calculator, and we'll get a little bit more familiar as the year goes on with doing so. Here we have the square root of a fraction, and we can kind of break this apart. So let me show you how we can break this apart. We can do the square root. Oh, that looks terrible. Let me try one more time. All right. The square root of 49 over the square root of 144 is another way to kind of think about it and kind of separate that. In math, you can always rewrite stuff or write things in different formats. So this one allows you to kind of break that into 2 easier problems. So here we see the square root of 49. Well, that's 7, because 7 times 7 is 49. And the square root of 144 is 12, as 12 times 12 is 144. So you can see that made that a little bit easier to kind of solve there. And the last one, what I multiply times itself to get 125? I believe that's 5. And double check. Yeah, 5 times 5 is 25. And again, would be 125. We're going to stop the video here and possibly take some type of sort of brain break for a moment. And then we'll get into that last section. Doing a great job here today, guys. Keep up the awesomeness in the room here. Awesome.